Unraveling Modal Verbs. Mastering probability with modal verbs. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's English language learning video. Today, we'll dive into a fascinating aspect of English grammar, and that is modal verbs for probability. Modal verbs are often used to indicate the likelihood or probability of an event. Mistakes are common, but worry not. We'll focus on recognizing and correcting these errors. So, let's get started. To correctly identify and rectify errors, it's crucial to understand how modal verbs indicate probability. Modal verbs like must, might, could, may, and should can express how certain we are about something. For example, it must be raining outside means you're almost sure it's raining, while it might be raining implies you're less sure. Now let's look at some common mistakes learners make. 1. Inappropriate use of modal verbs. The modal verb chosen may not accurately represent the speaker's intention regarding certainty or doubt. For example, it will be raining outside should be, it might be raining outside, if the speaker is unsure. 2. Incorrect form after modal verb. Remember that modal verbs are always followed by the base form of the verb, even in the past tense. For instance, it must went to the park should be corrected to, it must have gone to the park. Let's try some exercises. I'll give you sentences with errors, and your job is to correct them. 1. It must rains tomorrow. Hint. Think about the correct verb form after a modal verb. 2. She could to be at home. Hint. Do we need the word to after the modal verb? 3. He might can join us later. Hint. Can we use two modal verbs together? Pause the video here, think about the corrections, and when you're ready, hit play to check your answers. Alright, let's review the answers. 1. It must rain tomorrow. We use the base form of the verb after a modal verb. 2. She could be at home. We don't need the word to after a modal verb. 3. He might be able to join us later. We can't use two modal verbs together. With practice, spotting and correcting these common errors will become second nature. And that wraps up our lesson on correcting errors with modal verbs for probability. I hope you found this video helpful and informative, and remember, practice is key when it comes to mastering English grammar. Stay curious, keep learning, and I'll see you in our next video. Goodbye, and take care.